poem is about a fun subject, shame. Okay, it's just called shame. Today, I thought about shame. I know this. I've hidden from the right people and splayed my heart open for the wrong ones. The wrong ones turned over rocks crusted on the bottom with mold and empty snail shells and hurled those rocks at my face. They detonated my shame while I burned up at ground zero. Stick around long enough and you'll see someone murdered by shame. Shame scatters its bodies in dumpsters across a country that denies its own self-loathing. If people could see themselves lit up like beads on a rosary, they'd never get Botox again. If people saw their own radiance, they'd never worry about fitting in with a conformity that buys into its own lies and passes for community. I cannot afford to be ashamed of my life. Nothing about my life makes sense, and that's exhilarating. My world is more like a child's finger painting than an Excel spreadsheet, and I'm fine with that. My life is more like a flea market where I live among vintage guitars and sculptures made out of license plates than a strip mall. I'd high-five a priest before I'd ask for a quarterback's autograph. I'd rather doodle potential band names on my boarding pass at the airport than read the Wall Street Journal. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I've met God on the patio at Starbucks. Because if you're going to strike up a conversation with a stranger at a coffee shop, it might as well be an interesting one. I've knocked shame out in the prize ring and packed up its carnival. I've choreographed the closing ceremonies at shame's Olympics and poured its sludge into buckets with holes on the bottom because shame robs us of the present, the only moment where joy is a slam dunk. To live without shame is revolutionary and might even interrupt our collective suicide. Every day, I cremate my shame and scatter its ashes on a garden where they sink into the soil and are swallowed up by the earth's crust. All that's left are rumbles silenced by my bare feet. Thank you.